Hello everyone, and very nice to see you. I hope you can see me. Now again, as usual, our traditional part of any live stream, video check, sound check, and all the checks possible, but I hope in the future we will be able to avoid this part. So, but anyway, I can hear myself. Just a second, I will switch off the sound. Just a second, because a new setup, so I'm just trying to understand how can I switch off my sound. Give me a second. Yes, because you know when oh my god, just a second. You know, there are different operational systems in the world: Windows, Mac OS, and Ubuntu. I really love Ubuntu, but unfortunately there is no good oh my god, just a second, I will try to switch off the sound. Here I can probably do like this, and I still hope you can hear me. Yes, I did it. So I mean that currently I am trying to be with you using a different way, and as far as I see, it works better than before. So this is the one reason to celebrate today. But one more check. If I will go, for example, the same event through mobile, I would like to hear how do you hear me? Is it everything clear or not? But also, if you can drop a message and tell me, can you hear me? Or if there are any issues with video or sound, please write it directly and I will definitely check it. And even now, I will do it. Just a second, I will go to that part of the screen which helps me to see any messages. So I need to go to comments probably, and yeah, as of now I don't see any comments that someone is not hearing me. Let's assume that you can hear me nicely, so that's good news. But I will keep this page open, so if you will experience any type of unpleasant situation regarding the screen and what you can see, just tell me that. And now we're slowly transferring to our main topic for today. And as you have seen, the main topic for today is usually our very favorite, one of the most favorite topics ever: leaf area measurement. And we will continue to speak on this topic, by the way. But I also, according to the agenda, which is included into all the invitations to our live streams, one of the aspects is housekeeping points. Then we will speak about this point of networking, and then we will go straight to the subject, and we will speak about lettuce today. I hope you can see my two great heads of lettuces, but we will decide what we will do next, just on that stage when we will have our live demo. And this is again my big hope that I will be able to show you how everything works using a real mobile screen, and you will see it as well. I tried it, you know, before in my private demo, everything worked perfectly. So I hope we will get this experience as well. And also, yes, before the demo and also before the Q&A session, which we will have at the end of today's live stream, we will have some kind introductory part. And what I want to say regarding the questions and answers, you already can ask your questions if you have any in the comments. and then we will go to them at the end of the live stream. And by the way, our live stream is strict in time, so, and yes, I will just do my best not to go further, because you know the topic of lettuce is amazing and interesting, but I will put 1 hour, and if I will do more than 1 hour, then I will have a loud reminder that it's enough to take the time and it's time to finish. So regarding our agenda, housekeeping points and opportunities, what you can do here in during the LinkedIn live stream. And it's not, by the way, only with my live stream, it's any type of live streams which you participate. It's always an opportunity to learn something, not just through audio information and visual information which you get on the screen, but also through the section called About. So you can see it, I think it's on the, it's right hand side for you. So you can see About, and also you can see these comments where you can either introduce yourself or ask questions. And also there is networking part, and then this networking part is very important because my events, which I try to organize here, and I do my best to organize them regularly, they are targeted for quite unique niche audiences. For example, today we are speaking about lettuce, and in general our focus is on AI in agriculture and smart farming practices, innovations in agriculture. So the people who are attending my live streams, I'm delighted to say that they are interested in all types of digitalization, all types of innovations in food produce, in agri-food production, and that's why you can just scroll down and see who participate. You can send the connect request to them, and this will be the people who will be nice part of your future network, because as you can see now, the networks of people, they can do a lot, and you are empowered with people not just only who knows you, but also who you know, with whom you are interacting. And that's why I hope that through these live streams you will be able to grow your professionalism as well as grow your professional network within the right niche audience. Because if you learn agriculture, if you work within agriculture and agri-food, you need to be obviously you need to know different guys from different industries, but also you need to be targetedly focused on those people who are driving the changes in your industry, and then you will be also aligned with your activities for what you can do next. You will get some creative ideas, some inspiration to try to develop new products, and this is why staying in touch with the right audience is important. This is the end of this networking part, but I can tick the box that I properly explained you why networking is important. Then next point is about this I saw, and it's my question to you. And I decided to put before all the things we will do practically. So there are points that we can do the webinars with certificates. So if you are interested in that type of, if you see the value of participating in webinars, learning webinars, when we are doing some real life demonstrations and you got some education, we also can try that. So if you like this idea, let's just do it. And the second thing is about the start of the live stream actually, and let's just do the focus on lettuce. So lettuce, why lettuce? Because again, currently I am trying to cover different directions, and previously last time we were working with flat leaf parsley. So it was you can, by the way, you can rewatch this recording. It's available on LinkedIn, and also soon, hopefully soon, still no time to finish this video. It will be also available on YouTube, so whatever is more convenient for you. But I mean that our plans are to focus on different specific crops which are currently in commercial use and commercial growing experiences, and we will try to measure leaf area in live stream mode to demonstrate you how the process goes, and you can implement the same pipeline, the same step-by-step guideline for your research, for your work, because my goal here is just bring you idea how you can be more productive and specifically use digital technologies for this. At the same time, and yes, this is another point which I want to mention, currently we are focused on plant science and all related with crops, but if you think that there will be valuable addition to work with botany, let's say, or maybe some ecological part, and do some measurements not on traditional crops like lettuce, parsley, or rucola, whatever you can buy in the supermarket because it's in agri-food production cycle, or maybe you are interested in animal tech, so it's also an opportunity. So please let me know, because currently I'm just thinking what I'm still searching. I'm not sure what to do here on LinkedIn live stream. At the same time, what I have now, I have Petiole Pro, and that's why I am demonstrating what we have. But we have many more opportunities ahead, so please let me know if you're interested. And then now straightforward to the lettuce. So lettuce and petiole, this is the link which I am demonstrating here today. First of all, I am the co-founder of Petiole, and this is my company, and we created this Petiole company. The company by itself, it's launched in 2017, but we created the idea of digital measurements of plants using smartphone, just a mobile phone. We started in 2013, so it's already kind long story, and I cannot tell you it's short. Because as you can already see, I have already 4 live streams, and I am just speaking and telling you about our petiole, and it's not the end, because next time I also have some nice plant, but let's not go too far ahead. Let's just stay on the lettuce. I have presentation, and also I have another point, which is the newsletter, because today is actually, as I mentioned in my post, it's a lettuce LinkedIn live stream day, because in the morning I published the newsletter about the same use case, which I will explain now, and now I want to tell a little bit more in depth about this use case, and then I will show you specifically what the researchers have done to reach that goal, to achieve these results and these measurements which they put into their research paper. So I hope it's clear. So now we will have presentation, then we will have a little bit scrolling, I will show you something else, and then we will go to our smartphone and lettuce and calibrating plate, and everything will be with us. So sorry for that, just a second, I will share my screen. And now traditionally in my previous setup it was the moment when fingers were crossed, but since now I am using Zoom, so I hope still that there will be no huge problem with this. But I still didn't check, can you hear me or not? This is the thing which I want to currently double check. And if you can, maybe just a second, because I was so excited that we have started and everything like went smoothly, that this important thing maybe have been missed. So I want to try, and now I will go to this event and try to see myself. Yeah, happening now. It's very good. Oh my god, that's traditional. Now the challenge is that I will already open you the one screen, and then we will just go to the sound check again. So I want to share the screen, and this is the screen, this one. Okay. And again, I need to double check. Can you see and can you hear everything? Just a second. So, but in my current screen, I see that some movements happen. So let's keep these fingers crossed. And yeah, and since I see that there are still 4 people who are listening to me right now, I hope that you can hear me and everything is all right. Just a second, I will double check. Oh, this is the issue again. Sorry for taking the time for that, but I'm just one more thing. But at least you can enjoy the screen and see the beautiful letters and think on the topic of predicting the lattice leaf area digitally. And I purposefully have chosen the a little bit more human words to explain this unique case. Okay, then maybe I can just do another thing. It's all about the issue of quality, so that's why I decided to interrupt myself and just try to reach the live stream from different point. Yes, I see that the message is kind of like you can see my my screen now, and if you can hear me as well, please let me know. But if something is not working, please let me know as well. So, but as of now, I don't see, maybe it's just because of the delay, or maybe it's just because of the other challenges. I don't see any messages, so let's assume that everything is all right and you can see my screen properly and myself properly as well. So this is the point where I will share the full screen, not just half of the screen, so you will get better experience. Just a second. But maybe, yeah, it will take just one time for me now to understand, because as I mentioned, I am in a new setup, so forgive me about this a little bit messy background. I will yes, it's not possible to me to improvise now how to make the screen nice and beautiful, but I hope still at least the main message will be heard and seen. So let's speak about lettuce, but not just about lettuce in general, but about lettuce which is grown in specific environment. And our focus today is about the growing lettuce in using aeroponics techniques. So what is aeroponics for people who are not doing aeroponics? Because obviously if you are doing it, you are more than expert and you will probably teach me how to do it properly. But if you don't know what is aeroponics, just imagine the plants which are grown not in the soil and their roots are exposed to the air, but it's not just exposed to the air, they are also have access to the mist or fog, and this fog is nutrient rich. Maybe this will be the correct short explanation how the aeroponics looks like. So basically it's soilless agriculture, one of the directions, one of the promising directions of controlled environment agriculture and soilless agriculture, when you can grow the food without any soil. At the same time, you need to have this good technical setup to be able to feed your plants with required nutrients and water through the mist. And also, what is important in this setup, it's about the nutrient consistency of what are you feeding into the plants. So that's why this is one of the jobs, how to design the proper system when your plants are fed and growing. And another task is to check how quickly they are growing, what is the speed of growth, what are the other parameters which are impacting, because obviously the first input is from the mist which we are expose the roots in, but the second we also have the light as usual, and the temperature and humidity, and the list, all these environmental parameters which we need to track and we need to adjust to get the ultimate harvest of lettuce. So basically what is the research about? It's about growing lettuce using aeroponics techniques. But also it's not just about growing it, as you can see in this slide. It's also about understanding the impact of the environmental change into the canopy size and speed of growth. So we also have this interesting methodology of how to do the canopy monitoring, canopy growth monitoring, specifically for crops which are grown in aeroponics, using aeroponics techniques. And just a short remark, this is the complementary work which was published by the Italian scientists, and we will call name them all a little bit later on, and I will show their profiles as well, because I think they are doing the very right direction. They are really demonstrating how artificial intelligence, specifically machine learning, can enhance the lettuce production. And but regarding their research and specifics, so one of the aspects which were they doing, they were monitoring the crops and they were monitoring the leaf area. Then they were counting the total leaf area. But obviously this is the way Petiole Pro helped with leaf area measurement. And they had not exactly like this lettuce, but they have lettuce, and they had measured all the individual leaves of each lettuce head, and then also they compared based on this data set which they collected, not just about the crop growth but also about the environmental change. They have built the dependencies, because in alive organisms we are reacting on changes of environment, and plants are doing the same. At the same time, we can see this individual contribution into general picture, and this is how just one photo of lettuce leaf can, but it's compounded with other photos and other factors, can bring you to some kind of outcome or some summary of your work. Yes, and also again, just a short remark regarding the style of these presentations which I tried to deliver you. Obviously, I have another one, and maybe it will be interesting experience. On one day I will show you deeply scientific one and this kind general one, because I don't want to overload you a lot regarding the technical terminology. At the same time, my goal is to bring you the idea into your mind and put this grain into your soil of understanding how the system works. So at least when you will do your next planning for research, you will do design, you will prepare the design of your next experiment, you will have something in your mind, and then even if you don't have the knowledge of random forest and how it works and what are the benefits, at least you will remember that, okay, there was some kind of lettuce research and random forest brought the strongest prediction results. So okay, maybe for prediction I need to use random forest, and then you can contact some guy who is in computer science area, and then together you can work and you can build something. But at least you will already you will not be like absolutely zero. At least you know that some specifics already exist. Another point which is important about this prediction, because we are speaking not just about the analysis, which is one of the directions how computer vision and AI technologies can help in real time, but predictions is one of the strongest points for artificial intelligence in agriculture, and they are built basically based on the past measurements. And here you can see on the left hand side of the screen this past dimensions. It's all about the history which the researchers have built. So the experiment was conducted, so they have collected the imagery during 3 weeks, and on each stage these data points, they were included into the overall pipeline for building the prediction of growth. And again, all of these beautifully demonstrated points, in a few minutes I will demonstrate the real how it looks like. It looks like exactly the same. So if it's possible to build one strong straight line, and you see that your predictions are not far from your actual data, that means that you are doing the right job, and well done. So this is what our researchers has obtained. And also, yes, it's always, we need to understand that in each kind of scenario with predictions, we have the, let's say, negative and positive, or exaggerated and minimized, or you can just tell about there is always some golden medium, but it's always existing some poor scenario and better scenario, when you can just see the different outcomes possible. And yeah, it's just an inspiration regarding that we are in working with lettuce farming. Actually, the value is in leaves. So that's why when you will be able to optimize the canopy growth and monitoring of canopy growth and prediction, what will be like, how big will be lettuce if we will keep like 25 degrees and humidity 70%. It's just on top of my head, but obviously don't use this as a recipe, please, because yes, my webinars and live streams, they are for inspiration and education, but not for practical application, because I am not a certified lettuce grower. So yeah, I am sure, I hope that yes, I know that I'm just starting these live streams now, but in the future we will get a wider audience of experts who will join these specific webinars, and then you will be able to connect with them. And this is one of the goals of these webinars, to make these connections valuable, and when you can just find the person within a specific niche industry of agri-food production. Yes, but I mean that if you have the measurements of your lettuce, and you can then just use them in historical way and build a prediction of what you can expect if you will follow the same recipe, the same environmental conditions, and basically, yes, you can see the future. This is the right words. Mastering nature through digital botany, is just, you know, my AI assistant is very creative, and he likes to demonstrate the reality, the beautiful reality, as well as the digitalized framework of oh, that's it. Because this is the last slide. Sorry, I already forgot, because so many things happening in parallel that sometimes, you are finishing the job and then you're doing another one and you already forgot what you have done an hour ago, because it's all very concentrated, mind concentrated. But it's not the end, because now we are switching to another screen. And again, I hope you can see everything. And I will not do the sound check, boring video check. I hope still that everything works fine. So now I will, if I will just open just give me a second. Because I'm not sure, as I mentioned, it's kind of new setup for me. So now I again need to share the screen and yes, I see it. It's here. Now it's much better because you can see it. It's the newsletter which I have mentioned to you. I'm just struggling how to make it full for the full screen. Just give me a second, one more attempt. Maybe there is, because it's again the separate science how to make this experience better. But no, I see that I need to learn. Oh, maybe like that. Oh yes, I think it a little bit improves the overall experience. So we are speaking about this specific newsletter, and just brief explanation of what you can see in these videos, just a short video capture. So first of all, it's about lettuce, as you see, and also on the next, now we will have this very short video of lettuce on the 3 weeks, as I mentioned. They were doing the photos, the researchers, and these are the prediction line for waste, for total leaf area, and these are the two parameters which were the most accurate in terms of prediction. And also specifically you see this blue dots and green dots, it's one prediction and another is actual. And here is the one sentence which about Petiole Pro, so that scientists are mentioning our mobile application because they used it for the research paper. And also in these comments I placed the post which I posted last year when the research paper was actually published in the Nature scientific reports. So I made this post of excitement because obviously it's a huge milestone for Petiole and for us, because who we are just guys who are bringing the technologies into the area of agriculture, and then we see that it works, and even in such impactful way that other researchers are able to prove their ideas and demonstrate that their concepts are valuable, and all through our tiny but still help. So this is very kind for us, and we are very grateful to the team, and we will go now slower and slower towards the team. Here on the left hand side you can see the growth chamber. So because as I mentioned, aeroponics, it requires obviously controlled environment, because I can't imagine this foggy environment. It will be a waste of resources if we will have a foggy environment in a big greenhouse. Obviously it should be limited, and as many aeroponics growers as I have seen, they are very efficient and professional in terms of placing their benches, their chambers, and keeping the moisture concentrated enough for the roots to grow and at the same time to be controlled. So, and here you can see the details, how it works. Here is our samples, as I mentioned. So it was the first, the second, and the third week of growth. And then we also had this nice table. It was the data structure that reports the data of the first growing cycle, and then we have our hybrid model in detail. It's about machine model already. Yes, and then we have our predictions, but the main thing why I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling down is this amazing part of people. Because obviously everything is done by people, and all the projects which are successful, they are run by some very attentive, very engaged people who are interested in doing these projects. So this experiment is specifically run by the group of 4 scientists. They are originally, and they are working at the Politecnico di Torino University in Italy, and the research was led by Benedetta Fasiolo. And here I also placed the profile of Benedetta. So if you are growing lettuce or you are working within lettuce industry, I recommend you to connect with Benedetta because I already in connection with her. So yes, it will be a nice point to continue, and I think you will get some insights because she's directly focused, as you can see from her profile, on this crop. And also I placed the other profile of her because obviously LinkedIn is not the only professional network which is good to be in, and she has an orchid profile as well, so you can go there as well and connect with her through that credentials. Additionally, the member of the team who were working with this specific lettuce use case is Nicola Grasso. And yes, we were in touch with Nicola and discussing some aspects because Nicola is also the author of another research paper, and I am sure we will discuss it in some time of the future as well. So Nicola is also working together with Benedetta, and also I placed the ResearchGate profile of Nicola here. So I am following him over there as well. So if you are working in lettuce production and specifically interested in innovations for lettuce industry, I invite you to follow Nicola and Benedetta. And also we have Giulia Bruno, who is also one of the team members and worked in this specific research. And yes, she also has published another research papers, and yeah, again, we are in contact. I am very glad, Julia. Thank you so much for accepting my request to be in contact. And also, I am following Julia on ResearchGate. By the way, regarding ResearchGate, I just want to show you all the team members, and then I will click on ResearchGate, and I hope everything will be all right because again, my just caution regarding how the behavior of the screen will be. So now we are on LinkedIn, so let's just finish the LinkedIn and then I will click on ResearchGate and will show you. So regarding Paolo Chiabert, he is the one of the let's say managing partner of this team, because Professor Paolo Chiabert, he is also one of the co-authors and he is the supervisor of the team as well. So, and he has also ResearchGate included. So please, whatever is better for you and relevant for you, I invite you to collaborate with Benedetta Fasiolo, Nicola Grasso, Giulia Bruno, and Paolo Chiabert in their specific interests of lettuce growing. And as I mentioned, let's just click on Nicola's profile, so I will show you. Oh no, you see, maybe it's my fault because I maybe didn't include properly the link, but I will check. But in the morning when I was posting it, it was working, so I will check what's going on with the link to Nicola's ResearchGate. Maybe we'll click another one. Yes, because ResearchGate, they have this security check required, so I hope we will finish it nicely now. But I mean that this is nice thing to have in this very crowded and noisy world of everything, AI generated, non-AI generated, but I mean that lots of information. But if you are working with lettuce production and lettuce research, yes, here is Julia. So yeah, and here I'm not logged in, so that's why you cannot see that I'm following her, but actually I am. So that's why I say that we need to stay focused on specific people and specific profiles, which can bring you some inspiration and innovation. And now we start to do even more interesting thing. The only thing what I want to do that share the invitation to this. Just a second, because I was preparing so hard that I didn't manage to send the invitation to this phone. So just give me a second and I will do it right now. And because this is the magic, when you will see what I mean, that it will be not just me holding the screen, but we will have some a live experience and you will see everything from my screen. So I hope it will be useful, but let's see. Even if it will not work, but at least I am so glad that today our live stream is a little bit more smooth and it's not so nervous as before. And I don't think that it's problem of the software. I think it's problem with me. Because yes, now at least I can manage the flows of different screens a little bit better than before. So hopefully on the live stream number, I don't know, 127, we will have even better experience and everything will like fly. But yes, let's just do the job which we need to do and add this nice phone into the game, and based on this we will be able to show how to measure leaf area of lettuce right using the phone. But before we are doing this, I will just remind you, because obviously I am not expecting that you know how to use Petiole Pro and what is the specifics of Petiole Pro. So Petiole Pro is a mobile application for leaf area measurement and other things, but leaf area measurement currently is the best kind of most popular and one of the most helpful and valuable applications which are run on mobile, because we work also with different use cases like counting, quality control, germination count for trays, so plenty of them. But as sorry, just a second. Yeah, multitasking is kind of always it requires extra bit of attention. So I hope now we will be able to join this phone into the live stream now. So specific of Petiole Pro, that we have created it with idea that it will help to do the measurements with the tools which exist, and you don't need to pay thousands or hundreds, or you don't need to pay hours of your time, because you can always do the measurements using this nice paper, and you then need to place the leaf. For example, this one, you are taking the leaf, you are doing the outline, and then you are counting this very beautiful millimeter squares. And in my one of the videos on YouTube, I have done this comparison of grid paper measurements as well as measurements of using ImageJ. It's one of the software. Now it's also called Fiji, like improved one. But the challenge is the same, that you still need to have lots of manual work and all this time and efforts. You need to spend lots of effort just to measure one leaf or even two leaves or whatever, 5 leaves you have in one place taken photo and scanned, but you still need to do this extra. And in our case, it was the idea. Oh yes, that's good news. In our case, it was the idea that simple mobile phone. Here you see now I'm joining. So I hope our show will continue with a live experience. So the main idea of using phone is just take a photo and upload this photo into mobile application and get your results. And it seems like it worked because we already have more than 120 research papers which are mentioning us. And today's research paper published by Benedetta and Nicolo and Giulia and Pablo, as I remember. So they all are also referencing for us. So we are counting on this reference paper as well. And so basically the handy tool to help with leaf area measurement. This is the main goal of our mobile application. And now I will show you the step by step how it works, because now I will just make this admit, and I'm not sure how it will be next. So now I have Zoom, just not Zoom but Echo. So give me a second. I will switch off. I see the message that this meeting is live stream. So how to switch off the sound? Sorry for yeah, probably this. No, it's not. Maybe this. Just a second. Oh, it seems like I am successfully switched off the sound, and I'm just thinking, what can you see now? I'm not very clear what is demonstrated, so give me a second. I will try to go at least to that screen, which I can see something. I was able to see some part of the live stream, so maybe it will be for me possible to identify what do you see on my live stream currently. It's a huge delay. I still over there without phone, so hello, very useful. Oh, thank you so much. In the meantime, while I'm waiting to check, I see some comments, so thank you so much, Taras. And yes, I'm sure in one day maybe we will start and do some nice conversations. Why not? We'll think about that. So please, I invite you to follow Taras Pasternak, because this is not just the scientist, it's the scientist who I respect a lot, because in Ukraine, where we are originally with Taras, everyone in plant science area, everyone knows Taras, because I have different conversations with teams from some of the Ukrainians are currently, because of the life situations, they are in France, some of them are in Canada, and I just mentioned Taras, and everyone say, oh yeah, Taras, yeah, I know Taras. So that's why it's our known person. So I encourage you to work with Taras, and I have a special post about him, by the way, but I mean that he's a professional, and I rely on his advice a lot in specific questions if I have anything related with plant science. And also, thank you so much, Srikant Kata, for your message. I will respond after this live stream to your message as well. Oh yes, thank you so much, Juan Hernandez Navas. I will also respond to you. I'm glad that you were able to join us today. But yeah, the biggest thanks to Taras. Yes, I see that you supported our leaf area activities, and you were with us for a long time, so thank you for this. And also Regine K, Tesfaye Hailu, and Mohammed Suleiman Hafiz. Oh, I'm glad that you are here with us. Long time no see, Mohammed. Nice to see you back. So, and yes, I know that you are not measuring leaves, but it's okay. You know, you are in the right audience. So I hope you will find some people who will be useful and collaborative for your project. Anyway, I'm just not sure why I am not sharing the screen through mobile application. I already understand that it's time that I must share, but just give me some seconds to think what I need to do in this Zoom in order to share. Yes, I understand. Okay, just give me a second. I understand what I need to do. So now I need to start sharing my screen. And this is the sharing the screen from the mobile side. Yes, live streaming is a bit of mental work, and nobody likes multitasking, but sometimes you just need to do this multitasking, multi-syncing simultaneously. So one more thing I need to do, this is the allow, permit the live streaming, not live streaming, here. Sorry, lots of buttons to press, and allow, participate, just a second. It's kind, this is the point, that if I will be proficient enough and I will know all these tricks, maybe I will switch on to some nice music now, maybe some beautiful video, so you will not be bored with watching me when I'm clicking some points in Zoom and you don't see actually what I'm doing. But this is life, and I cannot do anything now, but I hope we will learn how to do this more entertainment part. So where is it where I can manage this, who is sharing and what is sharing? Who host? Yes, this is the screen I'm looking for. Perfect. Now I am ready to share. So what I will share with you is a simple way how to measure a specific leaf area. Share entire screen. I hope you can see me now. And this is the mobile application which I'm holding. So here you can see the same 56 degrees. It just I don't count the temperature in that degrees, but it's one of the options how to see the world differently, and you can understand, okay, that we are diverse. Then I'm launching Petiole. So Petiole is here on the top of the screen, and now you can see the screen how it looks like. And but also what I forgot to show you, that all the measurements for Petiole, to have the proper measurements, you need to have the calibrating plate. So this is the calibrating plate, and yes, you can print it on any printer. Is the same but without color markers, so you can see it. So the first step is always to have an imagery photo. For example, we are speaking now with about photos, so you need to have the leaf placed on the calibrating plate or next to it. So we will do it now, just a second. But for these purposes, you don't need actually the Petiole. You can use any type of camera. So I will do this camera now, just a second. So here we can see the lettuce, and here is our leaf of lettuce. So what I will do, obviously this big lettuce is not fit into the calibrating plate, so that's why I will place it, and I have another one, so I will place it next to the screen. At the same time, what can we do? If you are able to manage, for example, you can cut the calibrate the lettuce, and then I will just show you a small piece, but obviously it's adjustable, so I will place it like that. So here we have the lettuce, and it's possible to place it next to the calibrating plate and on the calibrating plate, as I mentioned. And the only point which is important is to have the markers visible for the camera when you will do the photo. And also another point which is also important is about the light, but in our case, let's just assume, because obviously in my previous setups I was better, I prepared the light and I placed it above the lettuce and everything was all right. But today I was a little bit like transitioning to the new platform, so sorry, not perfect light, but how you can make it even. Try to cover the main resource of light with yourself, and then you will be able to at least not to have this huge and very strong shadows, as you can see. Pointed this way, you see next to the leaf you can see the outline, the shadow, and this is why sometimes the algorithm is considering the shadow as a part of the leaf, and this introduces the inaccuracy. So that's why in my case now I will turn back to you. I do apologize, it's not very polite behavior to turn back, but sorry, I will just try to manage the light resource, which is window, and try to get the better photo to show you how the Petiole Pro works in better way. So yes, like this, and then I am taking the photo now here. So, and now we can see the photo, it's done. So what's next? Next we go to Petiole, and here we are in our traditional pipeline. So you need to press the photo, button photo, and then you will be asked regarding this calibrating plate which I mentioned. So yes, we already have it, and then you can see actually all the previous examples as well which we have done, but we will go to our lettuce. So this is the answer, and you are just tapping the screen, and here is the result. So the leaf area of petiole, and also you can touch the thumbnail and you can enlarge. This is a nice example, by the way. You can see on the left hand side there is an extra bit of white area which has been captured. So what we can do, we can try how a different way of segmentation will work, because in Petiole currently in this version, because in the next one we will have even better Petiole, but now we have just two segmentations, or maybe not just two, but already two, because in earlier version we have just one, but now we have already two. So you need to press the here you see the gear button, and you then get this threshold or HSV, and based on selection. So initially we have, as usual, we have a threshold. So now we can choose the HSV, and as you see, the magic happened because HSV was more accurate, and I didn't pay attention to number, but now we have 93.36 square centimeters with HSV segmentation, and if we go back to threshold, we have 94.64, so it's around 1 square centimeter at least of difference. But again, as I mentioned, it depends on your data collection setup and the light, because these kind of inaccuracies, they are born because of the presence of this uneven surfaces. And yes, it's a separate part. I will let you know now regarding the 3D and 2D shape, but let's just go to the next point. As you see, the part of the leaf which we placed on the calibrating plate is measured simultaneously. So this is how many of the research organizations and scientists how they utilize one photo. They placed a few leaves, if they are not so big as lettuce, or even with lettuce you can place 2 or 3 in the same photo, and then you can just touch some of them one by one and get the results. And additional information, because we work with some of the research organizations, big research organizations, they are collecting data in huge amount, and they want to automate the measurements. So if you have the imagery of your leaves, which has been taken using our calibrating plate, and you have more, let's say, more than 50 or 100, because currently we are discussing the 700, 1000 leaves. So it's possible to automate on our side, because we have this, let's call it power algorithm of Petiole, which can be quickly processing photo by photo without tapping it on mobile. So if you share with us your imagery, we can just run this algorithm, and in half of an hour you can get the results, instead of touching and tapping all the time, and it still requires time. So if you need this automation, yes, you can contact us through our mobile, through our email, support@petiole.com. I will write in the comments. So yes, it's one of the opportunities. But another point which I wanted to mention regarding 2D and 3D shape, and it's I see that I'm running out of time now, and maybe I will think about a separate live stream. We will focus only on these specifics. But the point and the challenge of these leaves are that nature is never flat. In most cases it's curvy and beautiful, but measuring leaf area of curvy leaves is not an easy task. So we saw that sometimes, specifically if you're doing the destructive measurements, sometimes placing leaves before measurements into some cold environment or under some pressure, it helps to make them a little bit not so curvy and flat. It became more 2D than 3D, and this is actually what the mobile application is doing. It's measuring the 2D shapes. But just a quick note to finish, because I remember about the time. So we also can save the measurements. So you can press the save button, and then you can go back to the main screen, and here you see the gallery of your measurements, and this is our, I saved that one, which is with threshold. So I think this will be the, at least I will stop finishing now. And yes, I understood that we don't have time for questions and answers because of this, lots of time discussed through about my sound check and everything check. I will finish the sharing of the screen. 1 second, please. Post only. Yes or no? And I will leave meeting. Oh, now it's fine. One problem less. So, thank you so much for your time. First of all, thank you so much for your attention. Second of all, and third of all, I will definitely read all the questions and all the comments which you have put into the chat here. And yes, we will continue to do the live streams here as well as on YouTube. I'm doing a little bit more live streaming regarding AI assistants. So tomorrow, if everything will be all right and there will be no changes, then tomorrow we will have one more live stream using different AI assistants: ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Grok, Copilot, Mistral, DeepSeek. I forgot 2 more, but they are on my list. So we are asking them different prompts, the same prompt, but asking different situations every time. So last time we asked about seasonal farming tasks, planning list, and tomorrow will be a different story, but it will be tomorrow. Today, thank you so much. Stay in touch, and we will continue. Have a nice rest of the day and amazing weekend ahead.